Give me a D and a G. It's the Dunga Show. It's the Dunga Show.
Hey, Dawg, your beard's looking flickin' great, my man.
Thanks, Gus. I've been using the Bush Beard Wash.
The what now?
At Bush Beard, they know that every man with a beard is a unique beardo. And that's why they offer a wide range of products to cater to every beard's needs. Whether you have a long and luscious mane or prefer to keep it short and sharp, their products will help you achieve that perfect look.
From the nourishing beard oil and balm to the refreshing beard wash, their products are made with all-natural local ingredients to keep that beard healthy, soft, and lustrous. The beard comb and brush are designed to detangle and shape your beard, making sure you always look your best.
At Bush Beard, they're dedicated to providing the best possible grooming experience for all the beardos out there. So why settle for an average beard when you can have a glorious, well-groomed one? Try Bush Beard products today and unleash the full potential of your beard.
Be sure to use Dawg and Gus 10 and get 10% off your order.
Bush Beard, the small town brand with the big old Canadian heart. Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show. Now on Feel It Radio.
What was the last part?
Oh, that was me speaking in German.
What did
Hold
you
on.
just do there?
I just stopped it.
Why?
I didn't stop it. Because I said.
Listen, let's get serious here. Lazy's waiting here. Lazy's waiting.
So sorry.
We get to interview a great friend of ours of the show. He's coming back
Okay,
the second time.
So stop talking about it.
Lazzy Lung.
I know.
What's up?
Hey guys, thank you for having me. First time doing the Zoom call Riverside FM represent situation. I like it.
Very cool. Yeah. It was we loved having you in the studio, but this is we still got to figure out the table situation.
Yeah,
we need a round table.
We need a round table in a bigger
We can
room.
get it all going, but this is working. This is working for us. So
I like it. Yeah.
yeah, thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you. I do. Yeah. I mean, making the drive down to Manotick is always nice, and in this lovely weather that we're having today, it'd be kind of nice to be. I don't know about you guys, but my air conditioning is struggling at the moment.
Oh
yeah.
We're good.
We got some fans going here.
We got fans. Yeah, fans.
It's
Good
blowing
for
right
you.
up my skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any pants either, Lazy.
That's one way to keep the boys nice and cool for sure. Yeah.
It's cool on
And
the floor.
right after this, I have a therapy session.
Yeah, exactly. So what you got going on, man? We've you got a couple shows coming. It's
So many things, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why we have to chat.
It's some failure to launch, which is okay. Sometimes they're like, in my years of doing this music thing, sometimes you kind of just gotta read the signs of the universe and kind of just be like, okay, cool. Like we had an event at the Codes Mill in in Perth that we were supposed to do. I think there's a poster over there, and like everything was working against us, and we just kind of had to put an end to the kibosh, so to speak. But new events, July 13th, we are playing in Lombardy for the Cup Carts Canada division fucking competition extraordinaire for. Are you guys fans of go-karting?
Yes, of course. Who isn't? Come on.
You guys speed demon? I take Dawg for a bit of a speed demon.
He's not. He likes to drive slow and listen to music. I like to drive fast and listen to music.
Bro, I'm getting a total wrong read on you, man. I didn't take. What are you, like, more of a lowrider cruiser, dude?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Sure.
Give him something.
I was going to say that my uncle used to race go-karts. He used to build his own and race them
That's
back
what's
in the
up.
day. Yeah. He went back down Kingston Way, and I got to drive one once. It was so much fun.
What's
Those
the
things
one? What's the one in
moved.
What's the one in Quebec?
Quebec.
Top karting, you could actually like drink and like they're like, go ahead, go race around.
It's not like
It's like,
encouraging
what the
drinking
fuck?
and
I'm
driving.
totally in Hull right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Drinking and smoking while doing any
I was
activity.
blazing it up to like on the outside, smoking a spliff, and then going, let's go ride. And they say bash into each other. It's a blast.
Well, I mean, those go-karts go pretty fast. They're like 70 kilometers an hour or something like that. It's
Well, the ones
loaded.
the ones that race,
do it.
well, the ones that race where you're going to be, I'm sure, are pretty fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Shout
doing
out to Sam Parfit. Actually, our drummer's kid is actually in the competition.
Cool.
So yeah, he's like a legit sponsored driver, and you know it's kind of cool. On the day of the event, our drummer Minty is going to be like, I guess, helping him out on the track. Like he's the mechanic. Yeah, part of the pit crew.
Nice.
You know, which is wild. I had no idea. I'm not in that world of like competitive anything. You know.
It's funny though. Like I think that's where it starts, and then they end up being F3.
They usually get up into something else for sure.
The F1 stuff. There's only 20 seats. Right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot. So who are you going to be there with on this Saturday?
The other bands, we've got Chick 182 and Power Naps. It's going to be our first. I mean, we played with Wet for Days. The bassist Steph is part of this like fun Blink 182, all female, cover band of Blink 182. So that'll be super fun for all the family and friends coming out to the event on the 13th. And of course, the Power Naps. It'll be the first time that we share the stage together, and pretty pumped about that.
They're good guys. You'll love them.
Yeah, I've known PJ a long time.
Yep. We've had them on the show. I've gone out to a bunch of their shows.
We had Wet for Days too.
Yes, we have. They're all good people.
So that'd be fun. That'd be a fun group, I'm sure.
And the big show that I need like the whole city of Ottawa to show up for is at Irene's on the 20th of July. That's with the Great Diversion, Witchwood, and Chester Rose. Funny story, I met Jolly, the singer of the first band, the Great Diversion, at the Spark Street Poutine Festival that happened.
Nice.
If you remember a while back, there was like a food tour that we were taking part of at one point in time. It was like the Ottawa quintessential poutine festival. I met him there. We were on the same bill or whatever, and amazing voice and performance and everything. I was, we should do the thing. Let's do a show. And he's got this really great 3-piece called The Great Diversion, and they're kind of it's a heavier, like they're definitely heavier than us. It's going to be an interesting mix of like dark folk with Witchwood, really raw country folk songs with Chester Rose, and then like ending it off with a little bit of a party. You know what I'm saying? So
you do bring the party when you play, that's for sure. Yeah,
true story.
Yeah,
going to be a packed venue at Irene's. That's the day before my birthday.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Dog should go to your party on the 20th. Man.
You're there, man. You're on the list. So
yeah, he's only turning 60.
For real? You hit the big 6, man?
That's what it says on my birth certificate.
Wow.
Still partying like a 17-year-old though, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, hold on a second.
Got in here.
I mean, it did get awkward. I mean, look.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you don't want to expose anybody's age, and it's like.
No, I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me.
But
17, I was drinking. I was drunk on the base at 17, man.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh my God. Those were the days, my friend.
So that'd be 1980.
17? I would have been 1982.
82.
That's wild, man. Well, I'll see. I'll get you a cake or something. I don't know.
Cake?
Do you have a preference? let's do top 3 best cake situations.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, Dawg first. What's your top 3 cakes?
Ooh, chocolate fudge, and chocolate.
Do you like chocolate?
Yes, but you know what?
Chocolate.
The top one would be a DQ ice cream cake. I love those.
Well, yeah. So that's
But that's tough,
I think you have to remove that one because everybody's down with an ice cream cake. So
But it's hard to keep them.
for
right?
me, there's a Black Forest cake.
Mhm.
Very-
I'm familiar with
c'est
it.
beau. I love a Black Forest. My mom used to make this walnut chocolate cake.
Ooh,
Pretty solid.
I'm intrigued.
And I like strawberry shortcake, man.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I like
Yeah.
strawberries, so I'm down with that.
I'm surprised
Absolutely.
none of you guys drop in the cheesecake, the creme, none of the
No,
decadent.
we're really white guys. Okay?
Yeah,
we sure
you know,
are.
a little bougie it up a bit, guys. Say
I
like,
do like it. Hey, man, cheesecake's around. I'm having some.
No, I never thought of cheesecake as a birthday cake. I'll eat cheese.
That's kind of true. He has a good point there. Like a cheesecake isn't entirely a birthday cake.
No, but I will eat cheesecake. I just don't think of it
That's
as
like
a
an
birthday
everyday cake. It's an everyday cake.
Yeah.
Like
cheesecake,
cupcake.
everyday cake. Huh.
Well, what I mean is
Is that bougie enough for you?
it's
that-
very
So
bouge.
long as it has a bit of ganache, then perhaps.
Ganache.
Yeah, exactly. Not as unpretentious, but I do like chocolate or chocolate fudge or
Yeah.
chocolate.
But speaking
And
of
I'm done.
What
yeah,
about you, Lazzy?
speaking
What
of
about you?
drinking at 17, the LCBO strike is still going. What the hell is that all about, guys?
Money.
Money, yeah. And then Doug Ford put out that video of him you can go anywhere and get drinks now because he's like, he's pushing for that $1 beer thing.
Well, he's also pushing for convenience stores to be able to sell stuff
Right.
they sell at the LCBO, which will lose jobs and revenue. And that's what their big thing is.
Well, it's owned by the government.
Yeah, I know. But people are going to lose their jobs because they won't need as many people to work the stores if they're not as busy, right?
It's okay.
Yeah,
Not okay
I
for
don't
people
really
who work
see.
there.
I mean, again, from like a real estate point of like, I mean, kind of like get with the times, right? Like in the U.S., you can get about anywhere, right?
Same in Quebec, right?
Same in
is like-
Quebec. So kind of get on with it, fellas. Jog on. Like, okay, LCBO peoples, I get it. They are government employees and whatnot, but aren't there like plenty of other things in the, I don't know, government world that they could be doing other than, what is it? It's like logistics and being a clerk.
Well, I think that I disagree with that. You're going to lose a lot of jobs because I think that people will still go to the LCBO. Even
Well,
if there's
I'm sure they will.
even
But
if it's at the convenience store. It'll be like if you went to the convenience store to grab a loaf of bread and happen to grab a case of pints.
listen, man, if I can go to the Quickie down the street from my place to get a beer, and instead of walking the extra half mile to go to the LCBO, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
Convenience.
that the LCBO is going to take a hit.
Oh, for sure, they're going
yeah.
to take a
Oh,
hit.
yeah.
That's why they're doing the strike. But it's also kind of like it's already in motion. It's kind of a digging the grave deeper, don't you think? I mean, it's not like there's not alcohol. Like, okay, so fun story time. So before, like, let's say 2021 ish, I was slinging liquor door to door because online ordering was a thing. Granted, there are websites, and it is, of course, going through the LCBO, but I mean, nonetheless, a lot of independent distilleries, microbreweries, and whatnot were delivering to people's houses. This has already been happening, right? Like the Amazon, the Amazon of liquor sales and purchasing it's already been a thing that's going on. So yeah, LCBO, that's where you go to the store. It's what we know. But I don't know, man. I think like kind of like a redundant position. Maybe do something more productive. Maybe
That's
do
right.
something a little bit more better.
Well, better.
You
How about we turn all the LCBOs into music venues?
Fuck yeah, dude. Yes.
This is my subtle way of turning it back to the music as opposed to getting way too political here.
Is the LCBO political?
It's owned by the government, is it not?
True, but that just, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all about that free
Free
thoughts,
falling.
free money, baby. Go get that
Free
cash.
falling.
Free
Fuck
markets.
the government. That's what I said. You don't want to get political? Fuck the government. Anyway, but
And there
real
you have
quick,
So LCBOs as music venues, going back.
yeah. No, I'm just joshing, guys. But funny enough, again, interesting thing, Dawg, what you said, because I don't know if you guys know of the Zellers in Bell's Corners. Okay,
What?
but
I'm just trying to think of where it is.
Back?
No, it's not. But it's an abandoned building. Okay,
Oh, for a venue.
so like here it is. Okay, so you guys know a while back, right? Escapade just recently happened. Blues Fest is currently happening.
Mhm.
The weather has been not exactly the most cooperative. There have been tons of these thunderstorm warnings like that, and it's like a massive risk for any promoter or any person putting on a show. So like in the example of Escapade, which is this electronic dance music festival,
Mm-hmm.
like why is it happening at a football stadium? Can't these types of parties go underground again? Like wasn't the whole fucking cool thing about raves and these types of events about them being underground?
Yep.
It was the focus for sure.
But then now they're monetizing it, right? Like they're trying to take advantage. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's the thing, right? It's like Lansdowne Park is now the place to be. I remember this because I sit on my front steps and watch everybody walking by that are going to this thing, that are staying downtown. And I didn't even know. My landlord had to tell me what was going on because I didn't have a clue. I'm like, why are all these people looking
space invaders? On
Yeah,
the
seriously.
streets?
Why are all these young people wearing very little clothing in very bright colors walking by my apartment?
Well, there was a few nice outfits in that.
Oh my! Yeah, there was a few not nice outfits, which means there wasn't much to the outfit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's okay.
No, it's not.
That's part of being the underground.
When it's the boys, it's not okay.
Well, they're turning. Oh,
Yeah,
touche. They're turning it into like Oshiega, bro.
yeah.
Trying to get
I understand. I understand the mindset.
Yeah, I think that's when you stop, right? Like I don't know, it takes the quality of things kind of get down once you go a la Costco wholesale fucking like big store massive these things.
Well,
Not exactly a memorable experience. But regardless of that, I feel like this kind of alternative experience, right, is somewhat lacking. There are a lot of existing venues in the city, and God bless them all for being there for the different genres, right?
Yeah.
They're catering, they're doing the thing. But when it comes to raves, like, I mean, electronic dance music was a pretty prominent part of my life when I was back in the Middle East. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you right now that there ain't no Walmart style TD place EDM festivals happening there that are, you know what I mean? Like, no, dude, that's not going to happen. So I don't know. I hope
TD plays EDM shows.
So what we're saying here is Lazzy wants to purchase the Zellers property.
I don't want to purchase it at all.
and start an EDM.
I want to purchase Barrymore's and like turn it back into the glory, but I just can't.
EDM.
No, well, EDM. I mean, they'd have to pay double, but yeah.
Well, hold on a
You want
second.
to have an EDM show here? It's $2,000.
From like a real estate point though, Gus, you could weigh on this though, right?
Correct.
Like
yeah.
what are some of the trials and tribulations, let's say, of like a not necessarily condemned, but I don't know, what is it, like some property that is in limbo? Like, is it
Barrymore's?
possible?
You mean Barrymore's or
Whatever.
No, just any property.
Yes, there's zoning issues, but if it's commercial mixed use, then you can do anything. But with Barrymore's particular and the Zellers there, so there's a lot of Bell's Corners that was under gas lines that burst. That's why do you remember the Vox?
Yes.
So the Vox was like this bar that's is a part of Bell's Corners that's just open land, like right on the main street. That's like condemned land, so you can't build anything there. But with Barrymore's is like rotting from the interior. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done in that building, and it's a
Heritage.
heritage building. So you also have to match a lot of things that they don't make from 1901 anymore.
Yeah, you can't change the face of the building.
Yeah, that's the challenge there. So there's no real challenge as far as, but any build is challenging with the city, because the city is a nightmare to deal with sometimes, because the permitting for just for an $800,000 build for a home, you have to pay $50,000 in permits. So there's a lot of bureaucracy, again, not getting political, but there's a lot of bureaucracy involved, and that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Let's start bribing some key people, and let's make some cool shit happen in Ottawa. But yeah, I don't know, man. I recently started working with a stage union. I've been a stagehand now since the last time I was on the podcast, and it has drastically changed my perception and understanding of the whole game. I don't know if I have the same ambitions anymore to be touring / festival performing musician, right? There's choose your venues. You got to know what kind of fits your vibe, right?
Yeah.
And I can just tell, having worked with everyone from different crews, be it from Queens of the Stone Age to Norah Jones to whomever, right? These different crews, and they're all amazing. It's super dope at what they do, but there's just this energy around any big production like this that is taxing on you, dude. It's so taxing, and I'm just hats off to any and all of these road dogs out there doing 300 plus or 150 plus 200 plus dates. I didn't know the scale until I've been there on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, JP from Rock and Engine does that.
Yeah, he builds stages. Right?
Yeah, he builds the stages for some of the shows that come into town. He was telling me some stories.
Do you guys is there good pay in that if you're touring with the band and stuff?
Yeah,
I would
man.
suspect. Yeah, as they should. I mean, that's really. I mean, they should be paid really well. But
they should get the people from the LCBO to work the stages.
There it is. We figured it out.
Yeah. We figured it out.
We just changed.
I'll tell you right now, those people don't know how to build stages, but we could try.
You don't need. You need manpower, people power, person power. That's mostly it. It's so much of the work involved is just push this box over there. They're just it's just people moving shit.
Is that how they talk?
Yeah. They're all every union dude has been working for 40 fucking years.
Smoking darts. Get over there.
I've been doing this 40 fucking years, man. Come on now.
Yeah, smoking darts. And
back in the day, we used to be able to smoke darts and do methamphetamines. Can't do that anymore.
Why are they from Arkansas now? I don't understand.
They're the internationals.
Oh,
right?
True. Yeah.
They're from
Alabama. They're from Alabama.
Those are the guys that come up with Skinner.
Yeah.
I remember when we could drink and smoke and do everything and put up the stage, and we're good.
All white people here. All the whites.
Hey, we're not getting vote. We are not talking about that.
What? A Leonard Skinner show? They have literally a Confederate flag behind them when they're playing.
I know they do. That was a bad example to use. I'm sorry.
You can't escape any concert situation without some dickhead in the audience being like, "But Freebird!" You can't. There's always somebody.
I love Freebird.
Me too. Who does it? But it's just what?
I'm gonna be that guy at your show.
Fuck yeah!
Freebird. Oh, that'd be cool. Please do it. It's my birthday.
I mean, it has to. Yeah, it's my birthday. Oh man.
Make some cherry cheesecake. Cherry cheesecake's good. I like cherry cheesecake.
Dog, I gotta say, you've managed to you've kept the beard. I thought for a minute there you and I would be, on the same level.
Well, I teased on Facebook about it, and the poll came back pretty much even. For some people, it was more because they've known me forever and they knew what I looked like without a beard. and they wanted that. And then the other ones were the friends were like, this guy was like, you're contractually obligated to.
I was the deciding vote.
Yeah, you were.
I was like, you contractually you have
Obviously, so he threw in the law. So I figured,
to.
oh
Has
boy,
to be minimum that length right there. Right beyond.
yeah, that's about what Lazzy has.
Got to get that. Like his is pretty luscious.
His is a solid beard.
He's got like the nice. He's got the mixed coloring in there. He's got a little. He was using some of that bush beard balm. I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got to tell you, the Bush Beard Balm has been a major. It's changed my life. I've met
Beard
more
wash.
women.
The beard wash is good. Yeah. He smells great.
Smells
You
great. They're
you
always
smell
like,
a
oh.
man. You smell like a man who's built stages for 40 years.
Yeah, that's it. 40 years.
But yeah, the reason why I bring it up, right, is because it's hot as shit right now. It's very, very hot, and the other thing is, image capture, right? This thing, branding, like you have right here in the middle of the pod show here. It's like you built this brand, this identity, people would recognize you. For me, for example, I've always worn a hat. The moment you take off your hat, or if you were to cut off your beard, you'd be invisible. No one would know who you are, man.
Yeah,
No.
it's true.
It's very true. I find
It's
it
like
kind of
me. It's like me when I walk around. Nobody knows.
Nobody cares.
I'm Gus. They know your dog, though. They know your dog.
If you
But
took
you
off
can't-
the
you couldn't-
glasses.
Yeah, it's true. If I took off the glass, well, I mean, I would just look
Whoa,
like a little bit.
where am I? Who is
Joe
it?
Bonamassa.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because we did, like, the first year we did the show. We went out to where was it? We went up for the Porch Fest there.
That was good.
Osgood, and we went out to see James Leclerc
And Trevor.
and Trevor Alguire. So we saw Trevor and we watched some of his show, and then we're like, hey, let's go down and check out James's show. And we had to walk down a couple of streets and walk over. And as we're walking up, the two of us are walking up together, and James turns over and he's like, oh. And I kind of went, did this, and James is like, what am I, chopped liver?
Well, you know me. I like to be the center of attention.
Oh, he just, yeah.
I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
Gus
seriously.
is here too.
Yeah, come on.
Just because Dog's got the beard, man.
Yeah.
But no, I like seeing that though. Dog, like, be from the beginning to now, Dog's certainly come to acknowledge the fact that he's kind of a, people know who he is. He's a
smoke show.
Yeah, he's got that fucking shit going on now, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, too bad it's just the guys that love the beard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
gone.
don't think so. I
You've
don't
gone
think so.
past the point. You've gone full, like, wizard level 9. You're.
It's true. It's true. I'm gonna have to find.
You're
figure out
almost
a way
at
to.
competition level beard. Where,
Ooh.
like.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
true.
you do it like this. Kind of just bring it up,
Whoa.
right?
Yeah, we've taken a deep, like.
Yeah, we're at it. Let's talk about some music.
real
So
here.
at Irene's on the 20th.
Do you like playing that venue, by the way? Sorry to.
It's our first time playing Irene's. There are
I
still
jumped in,
going to
sorry.
be quite a few
It's okay.
first times for us. We're still new to this city.
You'll love Irene's. It's a great venue.
Oh, I love. One of the reasons why we wanted to play there is because of the quality, caliber of the artists that play there. Just
Mhm.
like the general energy at that place, and
Yep.
it being like around for forever in Ottawa.
Mhm.
So it's a pretty big deal for us to play there. And who knows? Hopefully when things. I don't know, man. It's there's like this tendency, right? Like it's the summer, we got to play shows, we got to be outside, we got to do the things. I think like we're like a September, October, November, December band. That's when it's like the fashion is better.
It's not as hot.
It's not as
Sweaty,
hot.
yeah. Sweaty.
Sweaty.
I get it. I do. I love.
Well, seriously, just think about it though. Like you're loading in your equipment. It's 40 degrees outside, and you're loading stuff into a venue, and you're sweating like a.
Yeah, and Irene's AC doesn't work that great. Either.
No, and but it's a good sized stage though, which is good.
You didn't know that, there, Lazy. Well, you gonna learn. You gonna learn.
I don't
We're
find
gonna
it was
learn
that
me
bad.
something. Well, I'll get some of that. What do you call it? Mississippi heat.
Yeah.
No, it'll be fine.
No, it's a good thing.
It's actually, they've done a lot of, because I remember it when I'm back in the day, like Irene
Right.
was kind of a hole in the wall, right? You know,
It's much nicer now.
Yeah.
I've seen a few shows
Still
there.
great shows always. It's kind of grimy though, which is what you liked for that kind of seeing a band.
I like their cheese mozzarella sticks.
You do actually, yeah. Every time you're there, you get mozzarella sticks. It's like his go-to.
Oh, seriously, it's a great deal.
Yeah, totally.
No, the food's great. The band's there. A shout out to the Sunday Night Review. Tia, Bertie White, aka Bertie White, and the Sonny and all of them. Like, talk about a cohesive vibe and cohesive sound. Looking forward to their new record. I don't know if you've ever had the Sunday Night Review on the show.
Nope.
But highly recommend you speak to these people. They're like Ottawa darling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Writing it down now.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, man, that's kind of like what you got. You got to kind of bring the heat. You got to make some suggestions and elevate each other in this city. There's been quite a few people, there cliquey groups that are helping each other out, and hopefully we'll get into the fold eventually. But no, I don't know. I have my moments where I'm like, Ottawa, you're pissing me off. Earlier today, I was telling you, but it's still a very, very charming and just an amazing city for live music. I am, however, waiting for this nightmare, the mayor of life, to start shaking shit up.
Isn't that a thing yet?
It
should have been Dawg. Or Gus.
I vote me.
Should have been Dawg and Gus.
We should have taken
nightmares.
The nightmares. Shit. Oh my God! Cue the fucking air horn.
We could live up to that for sure. We have
that's it is true. It'd be nice to see this. This whole thing was hilarious. Like, my brother-in-law created like a meme account for the Ottawa mayor. It's really funny to follow, just so you know. But I'll send it to you, lazy. But the thing with Ottawa, this, like you just said, it is kind of cliquey in certain areas. We've noticed certain bands follow certain bands, and we, not to say that we're not. I think we're kind of cool with everybody, but it's sort of a, because we're kind of like Switzerland, right? We're not artists. We're not. We're just podcasters. So it's like, it's just interesting. I don't know.
You guys are pretty quintessential. I don't know if I've given you guys your flowers enough, or if other people have. But I mean, if it weren't for you guys, many of these unsung heroes wouldn't get a fair shake, right? Like, I mean, you can count the number of people highlighting arts and culture in Ottawa. There are only so many, and you guys have been like fucking consistent. So shout out to both of you guys for sticking. How long has it been?
Shout out to the Nightmares.
That's funny, eh?
That was hilarious. We're in our third year of the podcast.
Yeah, you'd be like 124 or 125.
Thereabouts.
Like, and you were like, I think in the 50s, I would suspect.
No, a little bit later.
A little bit later? Yeah. Dogs kind of keeps that
in my head.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thing that you said there, and we appreciate that. That's really
absolutely
kind of say, and we want you to. I want to see you blow up. You and I've had private meetings and chatted about things before. And
as much as you want to. Right?
Yeah, well, like I want to, as much as you want to take, as far as you want to take it.
Exactly.
But the thing with the consistency, I think, is important, because like if you put it out every Monday, then people get used to it. We just don't do holidays now. I think that's our new little thing. We kind of avoid the holiday one. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Unlike the Elgin Street Diner, who will go through the apocalypse, they will stay.
Yeah. Damn right they will.
Great pride in staying open through all of the things.
Everything.
So,
where did you see Robert Plant?
That was at Zach's Diner.
Zach's Diner.
Down in the market.
Oh,
did you know that? That's a story Dawg has. He's wearing like a Jamaican hat and like.
Well, yeah, it was back in late 80s, early 90s, and I was managing at Zach's Diner. and he was in town for a solo show, and I was working, and these guys came to the door, and it's the market, right? So you get your irregulars, we'll call them, people that are just kind of, who's that person? Anyway, so these guys walk in, there's 4 of them, and one guy's got this big, huge, colorful reggae hat on and a big, huge pair of sunglasses. 2 guys are just dressed like normal, and there's a security guard, this tall, thin security guard dude. So anyway, they come in, they sit down. Carla, I remember, to the end of my days, I'll remember Carla was serving them. And she comes up to me at one point, she goes, Dave, I think I'm serving Robert Plant's band. And I went, okay, because now you have me interested because, you know, music and what. So I walk over to get a better look at another, and I'm looking at him, and I go back to her and I said, I think you're serving Robert Plant. And so, of course, they're on the phone. The Blue Cactus guys are running over to look in the window because we owned both restaurants at that time. So anyway, he takes the hat off, the hair comes down, the glasses come off. It's Robert Plant.
Whoa.
And we're all like, so what? And funny though, my buddy Mike, who passed away from ALS, his younger brother actually had Plant's CD with him.
Really?
Yeah, he one of his solo CDs. He actually got it signed.
That's cool.
But then Robert Plant afterwards he stood up to go, and he goes, I guess I'm not going to do the accent, but he just said, I guess my disguise didn't work. And I said, man, if you came in with a regular ball cap on and just sung, I probably wouldn't have looked at you twice. It was the big reggae hat that kind of blew it away, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
What
one
is
of my.
this, like the Pink Panther? Why is he
Yeah,
wearing
seriously.
such
I don't know.
weird disguise?
I don't know. His hair was all tucked up inside it too, right? So kind of.
Wagwan.
Well, I white boy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like a white guy wearing a reggae hat is not going to draw any attention. Mamba-clad.
You know.
Not gonna,
Yeah,
anyway,
Tom
so
Hanks' kid would say otherwise.
Yeah, so that's my
Chet
little
Hanks.
one of my little stories from my days back at Zach Steiner.
Some Ottawa
That's
stories,
cool,
eh,
man.
bud?
Yeah, it was a very surreal. My God, this is Robert Plant. You know, it was
Yeah, I think your dick grows 2 inches every time the longer you hang out with it.
it may have been.
You know. But speaking of cool music stories, Gus, I saw recently you shared like something on social media about this house, and I took a look at the address, and funny enough, it is where this old punk place. It was called Dis House. If you've ever heard of Dis House, it was like a basement punk venue, hippie commune thingamadoo back in the early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
And it's right across the street, and so many crazy like underground shows. Again, bringing it back to the underground, right? Like Soto Fest is just, or is it middle of happening right now? You know, see, these are people doing things in an interesting way, you know.
Yeah.
But that property. So this is a residence or commercial. What is the story with this cool fucking place?
So Christopher Griffin is like an Ottawa artist, and he's like well known. He paints animals, and he's just really, really great. He does a ton of good stuff. So this is his house. This is his property. And this is like a 1910 built Kent Street, semi-detached. Like you walk in, it's like nothing I've ever seen. That's why I was so interested in it, because he's got like, you can see all the trusses, and you can see everything kind of like all the original wood that he refinished, and he's got his own art touch to it, and he's got like fixtured art on the stairway and steel steps up the stairs, and like just a trip. Like even the books, like I was taking pictures of the books that he had hanging around, just because I love books, and I just was like, so it was like an old Barron's educational Spanish book, you know, and I was like flipping through that, and I was just like I was basically going through his shit. I won't say that,
Right.
but like, you know, like I was, but I was really interested in it. Like, and I love it. Like, obviously I'm in the industry of real estate, and I absolutely love houses, and I love character in this place. That there was nothing like,
dude, it's oozing character and so like inconspicuous, you know. That's the thing that kind of made my jaw drop. I was like, what the fuck, you know, like for in that area it would totally, you know, wow. And again, you know, I gotta say, like, there are some little things that, you know, if you follow these social media pages like Ottawa Not Boring or whatever fucking, you know the pages that I'm talking about, right? Like
Of course.
super high budget, cool, like rushes and montages of different parts of Ottawa, and you're kind of like, oh shit, we don't, this place is not so bad.
Yeah, no, it was very cool and like very Ottawa. Like the guy's like an Ottawa proper artist, and
Very cool.
he makes, there's this alligator head in there that I was like just staring at the whole time and sitting beside it and going like, I need this in my house, man. I need like an alligator head in my house.
Oh, well.
But, well, the twins will destroy it, but it's a discussion that we could have another time. But the thing about it, like, it was very different, and I think that it actually will deter the sale, because it'll be somebody came in, like, and the way I say, no, I know what you're gonna get at, but the thing I'm gonna say is, it's somebody came in and they were like, it's so different. I worry about resale, and I said, why are you worrying about resale? Do you want to live here? Like, this is one of the coolest spots I've ever seen in Ottawa, and you're on Ken Street. You're like, you're 5-minute walk to downtown, you're in Centertown. You're 5 minutes from everything.
No,
Like
it's a
fantastic.
bohemian, clientele, bohemian type, like kitschy fringe. It's very hip, and sorry, like move the fuck, jog on, Mr.
Jog
office. On. Yeah, fucking jog on, like
Yeah.
Get out of here with your
England.
Right then. I think I want to buy it.
You know what I was thinking actually is buying it, and not just for an Airbnb for one, and then the other thing is to create it into a music studio.
Yes.
Like, because you could really make, I don't know about the acoustics in there, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Again, there's something that has just popped up. I can't remember if I sent it to you or not, but like it's some event space in Sandy Hill. Okay, it's a property in Sandy Hill, and it looks super kitschy and cool and whatever. And they're trying to do events there.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, really?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Like, there's this. There's an appetite for that there for sure. I mean, it's very school oriented in Sandy Hill, or it's like old money. It's like a really interesting.
That's why you got a culture jam, right? You put in some real like twerking ghetto fucking rap concert in this like bougie, like fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type shit.
Get Le Flo Franco on there.
Yeah, let's get Drake's entourage out there.
Let's not.
No, those just
I
mean,
what do you mean?
Come on.
Come on.
No. He's not cool, man.
No, we don't like Drake.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you're?
Wait a minute. Jay Morris.
Whoa. Dawg and Gus, fucking. Are you guys down on Drizzy? You guys don't rep Drizzy?
Oh, shizzle.
Are you guys more Kendrick or Drizzy?
Kendrick.
Oh, if we have to choose,
Kendrick.
Who am I choosing?
Whoa.
And I like Drake. I do, for what he's done, but I hate his music.
I never met him.
But I liked him. I liked his stuff, but Kendrick is so much more talented. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah. But
You said you met him. Did you like him? Was he nice?
I met him. You know?
Yeah,
I met him.
Okay, so which one would we like to have on the podcast would probably be
Kendrick.
There we go. Sorry, Drake.
Whoa.
No, I definitely love to chop it up with Drake.
Not me.
And just sort of talk to him about how I hate his stuff.
It's not in the books. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I would talk to him about Degrassi.
Could have been.
Yeah, we could ask him about Degrassi, and then
That's what I would talk to him about.
I wouldn't.
I want to talk about Toronto. I'd want to talk about Toronto.
Why bother?
Well, let's talk. You got to like force talk to him about all the cool shit in Ottawa. Be like, Toronto sucks, bro. It's all about the O-Town.
Yeah, man. 613.
It's all about the TD place.
It's the real six.
It's all about the 613, brother.
Yeah, the 3.
The 3. Yeah, because we're so lazy, we can't say 6.
No, because he says the 6 because of 416, right?
Yeah, because of Toronto. Yeah,
and I love that for the basketball and the culture and all that. But like this, what do you call it? With a 3?
No
way, bro.
You like to use the 3 a lot in your pod. In the 3.
Yes, well, this because it's season 3.
Okay.
Do you get it?
You get it?
No.
Because when you were on, it was the 2.
It was the 1.
Lazzy Lung.
And
yeah,
season 1 was,
to me that meant the 2, like the 2 of yous, right?
So the 1,
yeah,
the 2,
the 3. Next year, the 4.
That was our little.
Yeah. I know
my
we just
God.
blew your mind.
It's so blown right now.
Oh, look at you go, yeah.
Whoa! Hey, man, take it easy with those fingers, right? You give me all.
He's got to play some shows. We can't be blowing his mind so much he can't sing and play guitar.
Oh, he's got that in the bag, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Even when it comes to like new stuff. So, did you guys see that video that I put out with the go-karts and all the thing?
Yep.
And
Yeah, it was
whatever?
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that track.
Share it.
Don't tell anybody.
Shh.
That's a new one. It's a new one that hasn't been released yet. That we kind of just put out there subliminally.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can't even track ID it. You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, if you wanted to
Do you think people
remix
track
it.
ID stuff?
Well, what happens, Gus, in today's day and age, what happens is the children, they go on the Instagram and they save the tune of the video. That's how fucking music discovery is now. Is like you see like some, I don't know, some woman making a cheesecake in her kitchen and it's got like this really cool, dope song. And you're like, oh my God, I love this song. And you click it and you save it. And that's how songs kind of get cycled and new. You know, obviously, if you do like a dance or some fucking stupid gimmicky thing, then your video will, you know, if there's like a challenge, then your song will explode, apparently.
Like TikTok, right? Like before where it's like, but you can actually go to the song on TikTok and it takes you right to the Spotify if you wanted to save it.
Yeah, but isn't that aren't Spotify and the labels and everybody trying to undo that shit?
I believe so.
Yeah, they were like,
TikTok, because everybody wants TikTok to go away. They're trying to get rid of it.
fuck you, dude. We're not paying them. It's so the amount of like the little that you could grasp onto as an artist. You know what I mean? It's like fractions of a cent, and they're like, "Fuck you, dude. It's too much. No, we're taking it away."
Well, I read something the other day. Like the owner of Spotify is like worth $8 billion and has done zero music.
Yeah, and he just came out and he was like, music basically costs nothing to make. There's like zero overhead to make music.
He's an asshole.
He's a smart guy. I like him.
Well, yeah.
Maybe he should be the mayor of nightlife in Ottawa.
No, because then
What's that guy doing? He's just collecting a check.
He'll charge us for it too much, and we won't be able to afford to go out.
Well,
We're kind of there now. Yeah. Well, I am for sure. I honestly think that this mayor of Funky Town should come on our show and tell us what he's doing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now there's an idea.
Hey, listen. This is a personal message to the mayor of. We should probably know. I don't even know his name. Fuck it, whatever, dude.
Mayor of Ottawa.
Be more relevant.
Ottawa mayor. Of
Ottawa nightlife mayor. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure I know precisely what it is that you're doing, and you're catering to the people with money. Okay.
Yeah.
And speak to me. But it would be cool to know what you have in mind for the John Deere folk.
Right.
Probably nothing, actually.
John Deere Green. Sorry.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it is. Joe Diffie.
Oh, yeah.
John Deere Green. Well, we met the mayor.
We did. Yeah, Mark. We're going to have him on the show.
Jim Watson?
No.
I've met Mark Sutcliffe.
I've met Jim Watson as well. Jim Watson
I've actually met Jimmer as well.
Jimmer.
I didn't really like him.
I met him a few times when I used to do the ALS walk. He used to come out.
He did. He was great for that. Like he would go to every event.
Yeah,
but
as much as he could, right?
Real quick though, I don't want to. You kind of glossed over this. I'm sorry for your loss. You mentioned earlier in the pod that you lost a family member to ALS. So, I mean, I'm sorry about that, bro.
No, that was many years ago. But yeah, it's yeah.
Well, that's why you volunteered with the ALS.
Yeah, I worked with him for 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that's why he does the blue in June. And, purple. Sorry,
purple.
That's right.
Always turns out blue though, bro.
Yeah, well, it ends up being blue. It's just it's the
thought that counts.
Yeah. Anyway,
and that's great, commendable work. I mean, that you love to do. So
it is commendable. That's another thing I find that in this day and age with music is that I'm realizing now more so than ever that activism and charitable events, it's great. It's sometimes, to me, it's a little deters away from it's like almost like you can't just do music for music. It has to be part of something else, which is, I mean, commendable. And doing something like Dawg with ALS. I mean, for me, I think because of my mother surviving cancer, I think I would have to do something for the Breast Cancer Society or something like that. Or, obviously for, the ongoing issues in Gaza, the Red Crescent and so on and so forth. That's still very much so a thing. So if you've managed to listen to the podcast thus far, again, we're nearly 10 months into the siege of Gaza, and free Palestine, fuck all that bullshit, and it's time to change things around, fellas. It's time to flip the script.
Flip the script.
Flip the script on the Middle East conundrum.
Yes, agreed. I don't like seeing anything like that at all. I mean, we're so lucky to be kind of in a cocoon of safety here. We complain about taxes, but that's again, it's
the
not
fucking
the same thing.
LCBO is closed, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm good. You know me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't drink, so
It's not affecting me.
I can get my own beer that we created. That's called Sound Check, baby.
Hell yeah! Tell me. So what's the flavor profile on this?
IPA, so hoppiness, kind of a bold flavor, very nice and crisp. It could go in the summertime. It could be fall beer.
If you were to have a choice place of distribution, because obviously LCBO is not really an option, but like if you were to have a point of sale, where would that be? Like what bar and what store would you want to have Dawg and Gus brew?
Well, you can order it from Big Rig Brewery directly.
No, fuck that, man.
They made it. There are guys.
They were to us.
Bar, I would love to have it at Irene's. Would be nice, because it's right in the heart of the city.
I think we should put it in and get it into every bar that is a venue for music.
That's a good call. And Live on Elgin. Maxwell's. Oh, sorry, not Maxwell's, but what's the other? Maxwell's was a sick place, though.
It was.
Could go there and put my thumb out and end up with a cougar. But
baby.
But but I think that's a good point. Like if you put it in all the venues that you could.
Oh, sorry, that was
okay.
Great.
And then stores, the quickies.
The quickies.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Quickies.
Yes.
A couple quickies left, eh?
No, there's one down the street from me.
I know, but most of them went Circle K.
Circle K, yeah. It is true. But yeah, so I mean, it's, local bars that we know too, like the South Side. Get Tyler and Shane to put it in there.
Maybe I can do that.
I could probably do that.
See, you don't want to be in a place that's got too many beers, though, right? Like Pub Italia. Fucking Pub Italia has 80 something beers on tap.
At least.
Right?
I had a buddy who worked there. He said it was a nightmare because the keg room was a shit show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just imagine.
Yeah, but that's what
I used to like going there though. It was a great patio in the summer.
Oh yeah.
Imagine trying to get to those kegs though, the way that, especially.
I was down there.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, bro.
Yeah,
it's like you have to climb over other ones to get to the. And it's all in a small room.
And it's not the big keg; it's like little micro kegs too. Exactly.
Yeah, so you're popping them every.
You got to seriously.
Yeah, and then you got a beer menu the same size as the Cheesecake Factory, and you're just sitting reading about beer, and you're like, oh, that's a pretty cool. And you're just reading the menu.
Coors Light.
Yeah. have them read them all out and then go to the one basic.
Can you read out the 83 pints, please?
And then I'll go to one that you don't have.
Of a Budweiser.
Yeah.
No, you gotta go to you gotta go somewhere where they're gonna really fucking rep the set, and be like, Dawg and Gus.
I feel like Live on Elgin would the owner there's a great guy.
Yeah, there's a few that I think the owners would be on board.
Yeah,
we should look more into that for sure. Because we get it for it's like what, $2 something, almost $3, and if they took it, they could sell it for $5.
Easy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also,
and then
non-alcoholic beers at bars now are like $7.
Yeah, seriously, it's on par with the regular beers, right? Which is ridiculous. But but they could up the price, make a good profit off of it, and we'd still
The food bank would
the
do
food
well,
bank would do well.
which is what I'm close to because I like that place.
Okay.
I like helping the people that need it the most.
Well, there's also like entities. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, like Live on Elgin, they would do their open jam would be brought to you by like a brewer, or the Hintonburg, the Hinton House, the Hinton Public House.
Yeah, all the open mics, I think.
Yeah.
They could definitely do that at the open mics all around the city. There's a lot of them now.
Well, it is a non-alcoholic beer, so that's a thing. Like sometimes it doesn't have the same.
I know, but we discussed that about we were talking about it earlier about like some people who play in bands now who don't drink. Bob Ross from Winter is not a drinker.
Yeah,
he loves our beer. You know what I mean? So there are certain people out there in bands, even though they're in a setting where they're drinking,
they're sober.
They're sober. Well, they're sober-ish.
I'm surprised you guys
We're
didn't
gonna
go
talk about the other
with
stuff.
seltzer.
Oh yeah, true that. Yeah.
A seltzer.
Oh, the Lazzy Lung seltzer.
No, Lazy fucking you know, if anything, Lazy Lung would come up with like a strain of marijuana of something, you know, and be like,
There you
"This
go.
will fucking
That makes
cripple
sense.
your lungs, bro."
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
Lazzy Lung.
This is called the Lung Collapser 5. You know.
Lazzy Lung Kush.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. I mean, I don't really drink or smoke anymore ever. It's like it just doesn't. I don't know. I phased it. The allure of sex, drugs, and rock and roll has kind of faded with age. You know, and like I've been there, done that. You guys can have it. But like also being in North America where like weed is legal, it kind of takes away the fun. You know, it's like. You know,
Yeah, you're not a
smoking doobie.
Yeah, come see my 50 plants on my mom's basement.
You're not a rock star anymore because it's not illegal in Canada. So
That's right. Well, there was a little bit of a panache to that, I think.
yeah, you're doing something that's wrong.
A ganache.
Again, well, even like, hey, just smoke a cigarette on stage in Canada now, you'll be in trouble.
Big time.
So there.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
Unless you're famous.
Yeah, like us.
Well, no, but like remember when we were at Pearl Jam? Like,
Yep.
Eddie was having darts on the stage.
Yeah.
80s or 90s? Did it change?
I mean, the answer is no. It didn't change. There's still people holding on to that dream pretty fucking hard. I'll tell you. Listen. I'm sorry, Doug. Fucking fuck the 80s, bro.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The 80s can suck 20 dicks as far as I'm concerned.
You're not listening to this.
Probably for the best.
Yes.
No, it's all good. The thing is like you're seeing more and more of what used to happen with the 80s nights and the people being like, the best hits of the 80s, come on down to fucking like a ding dong, and in the 80s nostalgia, right? Now
Casey
that's happening.
Kasem.
Yeah. Casey Kasem.
Kasem.
You know that guy's Lebanese, eh?
Yes.
Sense. He had a great tan.
Yeah.
But
But
he was living in LA anyway.
Anyway, let him go on with his rant.
my rant is this: what, like, the nostalgia phase of the 80s is phasing out because, you know, it's no longer like applicable. But you know, now the same thing is happening with the 90s. You're seeing like the 90s nostalgia being hit harder and harder and harder. And it's
Except everywhere everybody's still wearing Air Jordans, bro.
yeah.
So should we change it to?
Everybody's wearing like those neon colors.
Should we still ask? Like, should we start doing, say, the thousands or the 20s or the 10s?
Bro, they just fucking announced that the iPhone 10 is vintage.
Yeah, buddy.
I still have my one.
AirPods 1. The Air fucking pods, dude. You know, I don't have them with me.
I have those ones.
I don't.
Those are considered vintage now. You
I'm considered
understand?
vintage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
We're still gonna ask
you. Shitting on the 90s. You're going to the point that people are forgetting about the 90s because
Bro. Yeah.
because it's forgettable.
Oh, here we
unforgettable.
go.
You know what? Okay.
Sweetie.
It's
Okay, tell
funny.
tell us about your show. Go on, tell us about your show.
Fuck the show. It's happening. You guys will see it or not.
13th,
I could give a
13th,
shit.
20th.
Yeah. The 13th is a private event. The 20th is like, it's going to be awesome. Someone will give you a piggyback ride at the end of the night. And if you're cool, you know what that means. But anyway, 90s bands, okay? 90s bands. Korn were one of the more influential bands that I listened to as a kid. And it wasn't until recently that I saw some stupid shit. You know how it happens, right? There's like some thing on Facebook you see. And what's really interesting about Korn, okay, is excuse me, pardon me, am I interrupting you,
Sorry,
sir?
no, sorry, Lacey.
Absolutely are.
Just fucking with you, man.
After your little rant there?
About the 80s, I know you love the 80s, man. I anything that could possibly say, especially talking about Korn. But the thing is, this group, the brilliant thing about them is they made very, very simple riffs into massive hits. Like, I mean, they crafted a very unique sound that is undeniable. Immediately you hear that band and you're like, wow. I don't make it. There are very few groups that I listen to or that have influenced me that make its way onto a record of mine. Like, you wouldn't necessarily hear Korn like chords or structures or things like that, but simplicity. That's the thing I think that I took away from that. It's like, you'll never hear like a shredding solo, right? In many ways, yeah, the less busy music is now becoming a mainstay in today. Like, have you listened to the Glass Beams? Any of you?
No. It's good.
Or Krungbin?
We'll write those down.
Okay.
Glass Beams.
The Glass Beams are like, it's a la psychedelic, a la like groovy. You'd love it, okay? It's music that you could easily have a drink or great for low riding cruising around the city. You know what I mean? But these simple kind of like easygoing vibe type of groups, that's the new thing, man. No more of this like Lindrum overcomplicated. It's massive. The 80s, to me, the thing that bothers me about the 80s is the Lindrum. I fucking hate the Lindrum.
No, but tell us how you really feel.
Do you know what the Lindrum is? It's that.
No, I do not.
Is it the electric drum?
It's the electric drum that.
Oh, that's the best part of it.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh my God, that Phil Collins.
Lord.
At least he was playing a real kit. Like, I
Yes,
mean,
he
yes,
was.
You ever see and he would walk around remember he would sing while walking around and then go to the kit.
Yeah, for that part. You know what? It's coming. There he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
No, I mean, the whole thing, synth wave, the fucking, the hair, it's just it's cocaine all over the place. Just,
yes.
Whoa,
I love Coke, man.
I mean, Coke's great, but
I love
like,
the smell, just
the smell of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
it smells great.
Well, Lazy, listen, man. We love you, man. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Sorry to totally take a shit on your like prized
He doesn't
era of
care.
music.
He doesn't care that
No.
much. Go on.
The two,
I really don't. I won't lose any sleep over
nightmares.
it.
You look like you need some sleep.
I probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting old, eh, bud?
Sure am. Yeah, coming around.
Well, look, it's the 13th is a private show, but the 20th, everybody should go. I mean, that's good.
Irene's.
Show.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Nightmares, the two of you. That
Yes.
should be the new thing.
Yeah. The nightmares.
The nightmares.
And then cross this out. Cross this one out. Yeah.
No.
The new Nightmares.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, bro. Thanks, brother. Be good. We'll talk to you real soon.
See you
Thank
soon,
you.
guys. Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus.